crimson kiss. I truly did love you, darling, and love you to death, I did. But this isn't going to stop me from moving forward. After all, you should have known that my love was more than an alluring and deadly to all men who pursued it. You were a detective, right? All these cocktails and wild nights tend to cloud a woman's mind. Maybe this detailed document you made of me might help jog my memory. If talk of murder won't sober me up, nothing will. So let's take a walk down memory lane and see where everything took a twist. Oh, it seems everything here is lined in red. Lists of names that were crossed out, as you couldn't seem to bring up any leads. Oh, it's such a shame, too. I would have loved to have met some of these gorgeous women myself, so I'd have the pleasure of choking the life out of them myself. But that would have been too simple now, wouldn't it? You were thorough in your search for me, I'll give you that. And as soon as a person was deemed unguilty by your matters of judgment, they were marked clean off this list. Too bad. I loved turning my new toys red, but I guess I'll never get to meet them now. That one man who could lead me to them is gone. At least I got to play a while with Tom before I put a bite and then a bullet in his brain. He was the best deputy you had, and the best chance you had ever stopping me. If only you'd listened to him. I went under the perfect cover. Law attorney focused on dealing with homicide cases. I promised that I would work with you, and slowly worked my way into earning your trust. Like a moth drawn to a flame, you were drawn to me for my beauty. There was no denying the flame in your eyes, and the lust in your heart. You were blinded by my good looks, and in the heat of passion, you forgot all about your most important rule of investigation. Never let goals interfere with work. I became a sexual conquest that you wanted to overcome, and fell directly into my trap. Poor Tom. He only meant well, and you just didn't listen to him, and to your own better reason. I must say, you were a loyal hound dog, if I ever met one. And Tom was more than a fun toy to play with while he lasted. The lashings, the bites, his supple flesh that gave way to reveal the crimson gift of life itself. All of those things Tom was able to give me. I've come to expect this from all my toys, but you were different. You actually thought you had a chance of winning over me. And now you forever slumped over your desk, gun in hand after pulling the trigger, remains as a sign to what comes from short-sighting passion. You couldn't handle the truth, so you ended your own life. I don't understand why this was such a shock to you. I mean, everything that proved I was the killer was laid out right in front of you. All the suspects I was able to find were killed and drained before you could even find them. The only thing that linked the murders together, aside from all of them having a few family members to grieve over their loss, was a beautiful, crimson-red kiss mark on their necks after they had been brutally stabbed and shot. Any good detective would have been able to put two and two together. I even revealed that I owned a revolver and had once dropped my lipstick. I thought I had been found the day that my lipstick fell out of my purse, but you gave it no second thought. Even as I look at all the evidence files you had in my case, you still couldn't manage to capture the infamous Crimson Killer. You tried changing the name to Crimson Huntress, as the mark I left on my victims became more frequent. It's such a shame you never got closer. I was going to make it such a big show, and have your wife dangling from a rope above the clock tower. I'd wait for the large hand to strike 12 and sever the rope, and watch her plummet into a pile of spare blades and old sharp tools from a local blacksmith. But you were never clever enough to get there. You let your marriage fall apart when your wife caught you steal a kiss from me, and then she left you. And like the poor, worthless man you were, you sank into a bottle of liquor you weren't allowed to consume. You were so pathetic. At least the blood in Tom ran hot when we fought, and I ended his life by biting his neck and drinking up his hot, steaming blood. The bullet to the brain was just for fun, and to make sure that none of my victims kiss and tell. He fought hard, but the Crimson Killer always makes her mark, and she never misses. Tom was more fun in a fight and in death than you. You were nothing more than food for me. Just another meal I managed to scrap up. All the fire and passion you had for me burnt out the day you realized that it was meant for someone else in your life. It's no wonder you lost, though. You may have solved more cases than any detective in this city, but you still couldn't beat me. You promised your people you'd stop my onslaught, and here you are, just another spare pig who stuck his nose into my business. Your blood was decent, but I always kept tasting something sour. Something that made me almost regret killing you. The flavor of regret and self-loathing permeated your blood, even on your dying breath. I honestly felt like I wanted to shower after I drank your blood. But food is food, and a proper lady never lets a proper meal go to waste. Such a shame our dance came to a close, darling. Maybe in another life we'll have this dance again, and you can try your best to beat me again. But until then, this huntress needs to find her next kill, and I've got a feeling that it's going to be one hell of a feast.
Raener!